Zefir is a traditional dessert from Eastern Europe, known for its delicacy. It's especially popular in countries like Russia and Ukraine for generations. It looks similar to a marshmallow, but it's much lighter in texture. Its texture is soft and airy, like biting into a sweet cloud. Its name comes from the Greek god Zephyrus, the west wind. Zephyrus is the god of the west wind, gentle and light. That gives you a clue about its light and ethereal texture. Unlike marshmallows, Zefir is made with natural fruits instead of syrups. It also contains egg whites and agar-agar, a natural thickening agent. This makes it a lighter and healthier option than other sweets. Traditionally, it's made with sour apple puree for a balanced flavor. Today we'll use berries, giving it a more intense and beautiful color. It contains no gelatin or artificial ingredients, only natural components. Its flavor and texture are so addictive you'll want more. Once you try it, you'll understand why everyone loves it. This dessert has remained popular through generations for good reasons. Stay until the end of the video to learn everything. I'll show you step by step how to make it, using natural ingredients and my best tips for great results. So it turns out perfect for you right from the beginning. First, let's prepare a berry puree for the base. You'll need 600 g, about 1 pound 5 ounces, of fresh or frozen berries. Add half a cup of white sugar, that's 115 g, 4 ounces. Then add 2 tablespoons of water to help it cook. Boil the mixture for about 3 minutes, stirring occasionally. Blend everything in a blender until smooth and uniform in texture. You can strain it if you prefer a finer texture. Scrape the strainer well to get all the puree out. Let the puree cool down completely before moving to the next step. With this quantity, you'll have enough for 2 full batches. Now we'll work with agar-agar to prepare the syrup. Use a heavy-bottomed saucepan to avoid burning the mixture. Add 10 g, about 1 tablespoon, of agar-agar with 980 strength. Then pour in 90 g, 6 tablespoons, of cold water to dissolve. Stir it lightly to mix but don't overwork it. Agar-agar is a plant-based thickener made from red algae. It resists high heat and is perfect for this recipe. You cannot replace it with gelatin in this preparation. Gelatin would break down and burn during the cooking process. Now weigh 200 g, about 7 ounces, of the berry puree. You'll also need 270 g, about 1 1/3 cups, of white sugar. In addition, you need 60 g, about 2 ounces, of egg whites. That's about 2 egg whites, depending on the size of the eggs. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of fruit salt or lemon juice. Or use half a teaspoon of lemon juice if you prefer. Prepare 55 g, about a 1/4 cup, of sugar in a separate bowl. We'll add this sugar in 3 parts while whipping the whites. Turn the stove to medium heat to cook the agar syrup. Boil the agar-agar and water mixture for about 2 minutes. Meanwhile, start beating the egg whites until stiff peaks form. Gradually add the 55 g, a 1/4 cup, of sugar in 3 parts. Now cook the berry puree with sugar for 6 minutes. Keep stirring constantly while it boils to avoid burning. This dessert has a long and interesting historical background. Zefir was originally born in Russia many centuries ago. Its roots are in an older treat known as pastilla. Pastilla has been a traditional treat since the 14th century. It was made from sour apple puree for a tart flavor. Egg whites and honey were also used in the traditional mix. It was dried slowly in the sun or a warm oven. Its texture was firm and similar to dried fruit slices. Over time, the recipe began evolving into something lighter. Honey was eventually replaced with white sugar for more sweetness. Other fruits started being used, not just apples anymore. the treat became softer, sweeter, and much more airy. The mixture should bubble with large bubbles while boiling properly. Do not increase the heat, it must stay moderate. The syrup needs to reach 103 to 105 degrees Celsius, 217 to 221 degrees Fahrenheit. Without a thermometer, cook for 9 to 10 minutes approximately. Pour the hot syrup in a thin stream over the whites. Do not scrape the bottom of the saucepan to avoid clumps. Continue whipping until the mixture is firm and shiny. It should form stiff, glossy peaks that hold their shape. Work quickly, as zefir starts to set almost immediately. Modern zefir was born during the 20th century in Russia. During the Soviet era, a chef added agar-agar to the mix. Thanks to agar-agar, the dessert became fluffier and more stable. That's how modern zefir was born, airy and light. It's similar to marshmallow, but it has no gelatin at all. Only whipped egg whites, fruit puree, and agar-agar are used. During the Soviet Union, it became extremely popular and beloved. It was cheap, fat-free, and didn't contain flour or oils. People considered it one of the healthiest sweets available. Many factories mass-produced it for markets and train stations. Soviet children grew up eating zefir as a common treat. Even today, it's still cherished in Eastern European countries. Once the mixture is ready, transfer it to a piping bag. Use a large star tip like the 1M for best shape. Pipe 24 equal zefirs onto parchment or a silicone mat. Let them rest uncovered for 8 to 12 hours at room temperature. They'll form a slightly shiny skin on the outside. You'll be able to peel them off the paper easily. Dust them lightly with powdered sugar for a perfect finish. Join 2 halves together at the base to make 1 zefir. Do not use gelatin for this recipe under any circumstances. Only agar-agar works well because it resists high heat perfectly. You can experiment with green apples or add vanilla for variety. Let the zefirs mature for 12 to 24 hours before serving. Store them in an airtight container at room temperature. They'll keep fresh for up to 7 days without a problem. Thanks for watching this recipe and learning something new today. Subscribe to the channel and share this with your friends too. See you soon in the next delicious and natural recipe.